We are the wise and wicked crones. Got no time for lies, no time for casting stones. Wise and wicked, no time for fears or prevarications. Wise and wicked, gonna rise among the nations. Crones are gonna spread our wisdom around the nations. We are the wise and wicked crones. Wise and wicked crones.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Or good
It's a
evening if
lovely,
you're listening, watching us at night.
it's a lovely sunny day. I have heard we are expecting a snowstorm, but I don't know. Fingers crossed. I
In
heard it's going to hit Niagara region.
Oh boy. Well, at least we're not in Gravenhurst. Anybody not near us, we're in Ontario, and a couple of hours north of us, they had 146 centimeters of snow on the weekend. That's like over 4 feet for people in Imperial. It's a lot of snow.
It is a lot of snow,
It's
and
scary.
I have none. I still have leaves on my tree. I know if you look through my door here, it looks like it's white, but that's just the sunlight on the
Sunlight.
patio.
Yeah.
Honestly, we had a little bit of snow on Saturday, I want to say, and I was like thrilled, and then it all melted.
We
That's
haven't
part of
even
my
had that.
fantasy day. Hmm?
I
You
still
didn't?
have I still have roses blooming.
I
Um,
saw that.
I'm in the banana belt in the Niagara region, and I mean it's cold, it's chilly.
It's cold.
Yeah, but and oh, before we get going any further, because Leia and I just start chatting and then we just start chatting, I would like to we would like to acknowledge that the land we meet on is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Attawandaron, the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, I said Chippewa, and Wendat peoples, and now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. And oh, who am I? I am Peggy, also known as Margarett Sample. Um, I'm somebody who slept in until half an hour ago this morning. I am a creator. I am a singer. I am a mom. I am a friend. Uh, and I am someone who cares a lot about a lot of things. Okay.
Yes, indeed you are. My name is Leea Nutson. I am a warrior. I'm a widow. I'm a political wonk. I'm a rabid knitter. I'm a yoga enthusiast. I also like to work out. I'm a grandmother. I am a dog lover. I'm the mom to two dogs, and I'm the mother to five kids. And I like to drink wine. Yes, indeed, I do. So, our mission statement is combined. Peggy and I have accumulated over a century of learning and life experiences. Our mission is to bring you thought-provoking, interesting, and often humorous wisdom that will enhance your life and enlighten your spirit. Nothing is sacred. This is a frank look at life and an open space for discussion, and we welcome you into our worlds.
We do welcome you into our world. And if something here is not for you, just move on. That is fine with us. We also want to say that anything here is not to be taken as legal or medical or psychological or business advice. We are here for entertainment and education only. If you need professional advice, please seek it from the appropriate person or channel. There we go.
There
Huh.
you go.
And we always like to start off with an oracle card. That's me cleansing the cards. And it always is a card that will somehow help us get a little bit of insight into what we're doing this day. Here we go. The Priestess of Wands. So kind of perfect. The Priestess of Wands is a strong woman. She knows who she is. She walks strongly. She doesn't need clothes because she just knows who she is. She's comfortable in her own skin. She has her animal familiar, which is not only a cat, it is a lioness. She holds her red roses of passion and she walks beneath the rainbow with a pot of gold at the end of it. So it's kind of wonderful since our topic today is skincare.
Skincare. We're going to talk about our skincare journeys, and we both have a different approach to skincare, but I think we have a common philosophy about skincare. My feeling is that well, I started my skincare journey when I was very, very, very young, and I kind of made a deal with myself in my early 20s to never sit in the sun again and expose my face to it.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, because I had a horrible adverse allergic reaction to the sun in St. Lucia when I was it St. Lucia? I think it was St. Lucia. When I was probably about 24 years old, my face just swelled up like a
You
homecoming
know
balloon.
that? I'm allergic to getting too much sun as well. I get terrible rashes and itches, and it's brutal. It's worse than a burn, and it happens in no time flat. And that started for me in my 30s. Oh,
So
interesting. I didn't know that about
yeah,
you, that we had the
yeah.
same thing.
So yeah,
Oh,
we have well allergic highly, and I actually have allergic skin, and I've got a bunch of stuff. I have rosacea. I have something called lichen planus, but that's actually mostly in my mouth and in my nether yeah. And then I have and then I have something which I can never pronounce correctly. It's called dermographidia or dermographitis. Basically, if I don't take an antihistamine every 2 or 3 days, my skin will itch so bad I will bleed. Yeah.
oh,
It feels like there's bugs crawling under my skin. So taking all these things into account. So that was my number one thing was I stopped sunning my face basically when I was 24 years old. So I'm 67. I'm almost 68. I have almost no wrinkles. I have a few lines here on my face, and that is just about it. I have really nothing else there. And I have always felt, and people may disagree with this, but my belief has always been that how you feel on the inside reflects how you put your appearance out to the world and how you look on the outside. So your outside is a reflection of your inner self-worth. Okay. And I want to always treat myself with respect because I respect me. I respect person. I respect my body. I respect my health. So therefore, I want to put my best face forward because I want to look good
so to
for me.
speak.
I don't care what anybody else thinks. That is for me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it's funny. I mean, I can't do sun either, although I love the sun. So I am the queen of sunscreen clothing. I put natural, the mineral sunscreen that's really thick, almost, anything that's reef safe, is also usually safe for my skin. But hats and shade, and my friends in Mexico, where I spend a couple of months in the winter now, they're always like, oh yeah, get Peggy the shade, get Peggy, oh, Peggy, we saved you a seat in the shade, right? We have the little sun tent that goes like we take to Mexico an umbrella tent. It's like a little tent that's 50 SPF, so I can be on the beach in my sunscreen clothing. It's just, but so yeah, so sun is huge. Um, and I and skincare, it's really we'll talk about a lot of things, but I remember when do you remember Noxema?
Oh yeah,
Putting
I have a little.
Noxema for a moisturizer, or if you had too much sun, oh my God. But the things that we start to do. I don't have any makeup on this morning. I am 65 and a half, and I think that's pretty awesome that I cannot wear makeup and feel okay. I usually wear makeup, and I've got my makeup here so I can do my face, my 5 minute face, which it doesn't even take 5 minutes anymore, at some point. But I slept in this morning, so it was like, okay, yeah, you're really not wearing your makeup today.
Yeah, so and it's a good idea. I mean, I never go to bed with my makeup on.
Me
Although I
neither. No,
no,
me
never.
neither.
I always very carefully
That that
my
was from an autobiography of an actor, and I think it was Shelley Winters, but it could have been um, I don't remember. But what she said was her mother told her, always take your makeup off when you get home. And so she would roll in at 3 in the morning and take off her makeup. And she was like, and I have a great skin now. And I was like, okay, because I don't know, did your mom wear makeup? Because my mom did not wear makeup except for lipstick going out.
Well, my mother was a huge makeup junkie, and as a result, I'm a makeup junkie, and my sisters are makeup junkies. And my granddaughter, Addie, who is 4 years old, is a huge makeup junkie as well. So yeah, so really cleansing your face really, really well at night is really important. The other things are hydration, which is obvious. Um, don't smoke. Smoking is the worst thing because what happens is, and I have a saying about everything that up until the age of 40, your body will forgive you for anything, but past the age of 40, man, you're going to pay the piper. And the thing of it is that women who smoke, what happens is the cigarette smoke, the nicotine causes the blood vessels to contract from the surface of the skin, so your skin isn't getting nourished. And you can tell women smokers because they often have a yellow or gray appearance, a coarse texture to their skin, and it's because their skin isn't being nourished anymore. So that's also really important. I'm also not wearing any foundation except on my nose because I have monster pores. I am wearing blush, but I'm not wearing any foundation
Oh,
as
that's
well. So
cool. Yeah.
this is my natural skin.
Yeah.
Um,
I just want to say, following up on the smoking thing, I was doing a play in my previous life as a professional actor, the Theater Aquarius, and I had always avoided smoking because I've got a bit of an addictive personality. So anytime in a play, if it wasn't like really necessary to the character, I didn't smoke. However, this one script, the whole thing revolved around trading cigarettes. It's a real fun play, Into by Dave Carley. And I played this nun who not only smoked, she smoked. And I had a Zippo lighter. I learned how to do Zippo lighter tricks for the show. And I learned how to smoke and really smoke. And at the end of it, so it was only about, I don't know, a couple of weeks rehearsal and a couple of weeks performances. I didn't want to stop. It was like I would still want to, I was like, oh. And I talked to my doctor at the time, doctor, psychologist, whatever at the time, and I said, I'm having trouble. Like, is it such a big deal, really, if I maybe just have a cigarette now and then with a friend? And she said, well, it's up to you, but the little lines around here will get really, really bad if you smoke because of, and look at me, you can see those lines. And that is
I
actually
do those too, and I mean I haven't smoked in
no,
forever.
and I mean I think it is now, it's an age thing, but that was the thing that made me go, okay, yeah, I really don't want to smoke. Because I mean all the other reasons, but it was just that little click of vanity that was the little trick my brain needed to stop.
So I never really smoked. I kind of smoked around the ages of 18 to 20 because it was a thing that you did
Hmm.
back in those days. And but I was a bad smoker. And the other thing too was like I never actually really liked it, and it would also bring on migraines. So smoking, no smoking, no smoking.
Actually, sidebar, one of my best parenting moments was when I was doing that show. My kids were about 4 and 6, 5 and 7, something in there, my two boys. And I was having to learn how to smoke because I had to learn how to smoke. And the boys, so I was out in the backyard and the boys were there and they were like, "Oh, mom, that's so cool." I said, "Oh, it's actually pretty awful. Why don't you try it?" And so
Oh,
I passed the lit cigarette, and my older son was like, "Oh," and the younger one was like, "Okay, okay," and he did, and he was like, "That's really awful. I thought it would be cool like a dragon." And I'm like, "It's pretty gross, isn't it?" I'm like, "Here, have another one just to make sure." They never smoked.
no, my kids are not smokers either, none of them. So
Yeah.
I think that's really important. The other thing too, I mean, we've talked about this before, is you got to nourish your body. I
Yeah, you
mean,
do.
if you put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. So, maintaining a really healthy, diet, I think is really important. The other thing I believe is really important is red wine. I'm sorry. It has resveratrol in it. I think it's great for your skin. All the ladies that I've seen who live to be 105, 108, they all talk about red wine and Guinness. So there's got to be something in there. And we're not that we're trying to get people to become alcoholics, but I think there's a couple of glasses of wine, if that's in your habit, or, that's fine. It's not going to kill your skin. It's excess alcohol that kills your skin, but not the couple of glasses of wine. I'm sorry, that
And I
doesn't do it.
think wine is different from a lot of other alcohols too, right? And Guinness is different from a lot of other beers. I mean, when you're nursing, they encourage you to have some Guinness because it's got all that good stuff in it. And you can only drink, well, I can only drink one Guinness, right? And red wine, you and I are on the same page with red wine.
Oh yeah, love my
Next
red
time,
wine.
next time we'll have wine because we'll talk about entertaining. How's that?
Yes, we're going to
We
be
won't
entertained.
we
All
won't
we're
maybe
talking
won't do it at 11 in the morning, 10 in the morning.
It's going to be an afternoon. It's funny for the amount of wine I can drink. I'm actually a lightweight when it comes to time because I can't start before 5 o'clock. I cannot. 4 o'clock maybe, but if I have wine at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you might as well put me to bed for the rest of the day. Like, forget it, I'm gone. So,
I have no problem with that, actually.
so the other thing that I've done is I have done a lot of what you would call cosmetic procedures. I have never had a facelift. Although I'd like to, I wouldn't mind getting rid of the turkey wobble. But I look at so many actresses in the States and they just look hideous with all the crap they've had done to them. So I have had I've had photofacials done, which I think are really helpful. I have had Juvederm, which is bloody painful, so I don't recommend it. I have one thing that worked very, very well that I would consider doing again was they actually removed blood, spun it into collagen, and injected it under my eyes and around my mouth, and that actually got rid of the lines around my mouth and actually plumped up the hollows. So the hollows here are kind of a family tradition. They run in the family. I've had them forever, but that worked really, really well. So that was really amazing. I also do on a regular basis every 3 or 4 weeks. And I'm not exactly sure what she's using now, but she's been my medi therapist for many, many years. It's sort of a laser, and it's warm, and she runs it over my face, which helps keep the texture of my skin.
Is that one of those roller things with the light?
No. And I'm going to show you that in a moment and I have to find the picture. I wasn't ready for it, but I'm going to show you an absolutely hideous picture of the results of doing that and why I don't do that. But I'm a huge fan of Botox, and I have been getting Botox since I was in my mid 40s. And it's kind of like, I don't know if you know the Geranium Project story. We're not going to get into that, but it started because I had the 11Zs here really bad. And my husband at the time say, you're always looking so crabby, like you always look so miserable. But I had the frowny lines, right? And so I got Botox in there to get rid of the frowny lines. But what they don't tell you is when you do it here, you got to do it here, you got to do it here, you got to do it wherever. Now, people do not understand this. They do not Botox. Oh, look. Oh, I look better. They only Botox like from here up. Okay. You don't Botox down here because it paralyzes the muscles in your face. And if you've got a good Botox nurse or good Botox or doctor, they won't I don't know if you saw Matt Gates with those eyebrows. No, you don't want to have that done. And you can see I don't have any crow's feet. And I don't have any lines on my forehead either.
That's
I used to
amazing.
get it every 3 months. Now I get it like every 8 or 9 months because I have no muscle tone in my
Oh
forehead.
God.
I'm perfectly fine.
You'd
Nobody
have
in
to
a million years would know that I've ever had Botox done, but I am a huge, huge, huge fan of Botox because it's really
so you'd have to pay me to get me to voluntarily put needles in my
it doesn't
skin.
hurt. It does
Well,
not. It
they say
does
that
not
about tattoos too, until yeah. But
good, but I'll tell
I
you
would
that.
I actually love the results on you because it's not like you're not so Botoxed out.
No.
Some people they've got no expression and they're talking and I swear some people get it done on their
Because
mouth.
that's what they're doing crap down here. And that could be a variety of different things that you
Right.
have done here. But Botox is only here up.
But when you see actors, and okay, because I think I know more about watching it with actors, and you are the only person I know of who has it regularly. Um,
Right.
but they don't have their eyebrows don't lift and they don't have expression, and that's not the way it is with you.
No, but again, that depends on how much they're putting in you, and I get them to put a very minimal amount in me. So,
Just
but
enough
I,
to.
you know, I have had these marionette lines filled in with collagen and with Juvederm. It's okay. So often when you see a woman with a kind of a naturally puffy face down here, that's what's happened there. Um, Also, I've lost 30 pounds, so what's happened is my face isn't quite as full as it
I
was before.
know that's the downside, right? Like when from having that plump to having the lines more. Actually, I so you there's all over the different places, right? Friends who sell different things. So here's one of the creams, and I'm gonna do it on one part, and we'll see because I've tried it once before, and I noticed a little bit of a difference. Um, but I mean, the ones that bother me are here. I gotta tell you, especially when I put on lipstick. So I'm gonna see. Woo, not on my mouth. Um, I wanted to see on here if you could actually see any difference. So we'll leave this on. It says it takes about 15 minutes.
Well,
We'll
Clarence
see.
sells a really nice product, and the name escapes me for the moment, but I should have brought it down. You put it under makeup, like over your
Yeah.
face cream makeup, and it really gives a lovely, lovely glow to your skin. I will tell you a couple things. First of all, I'm also people who don't wash their face in the morning, big mistake, because I know your face looks clean, but there's dead cells because your skin turns over at night when you're sleeping. You should really wash your face in the morning. And sometimes there's sleep in the corners and things like that. You really should wash your face. The other thing too is, I think face creams are important. I've got I've invested in a lot of face cream. But again, it's not going to work miracles. Like it's meant to keep your skin in good health, but it's not going to work necessarily miracles. The same thing goes for going to a spa and getting a facial. That is a luxury. I love it. You get a deep cleaning, but again, don't expect that it's going to do a whole lot um, in terms of intervention with your face. Okay. Now,
Well,
I promised you a picture of what microneedling does. So, about a year when I turned 60, I decided to treat myself to needling the needle. So what they do is it's sometimes called a vampire facial or whatever. So the objective is to punch tiny little holes in your skin, and it's supposed to stimulate the collagen and the blood flow. That's what it did to me.
oh my God.
Does that look like me?
Not even at all.
No. Okay. So that is what it did to my face. For 3 weeks, that is what I looked like. And they
Oh
gave me
my Lord.
my face swelled up so much I could not even open my eyes. I felt nauseated and it took over 3 weeks for the swelling to go down. So all these years later, so it's about 7 years later, and it takes about 7 years for the dermis to completely go like right from the underdermis to the surface. You can still see to this day on my face in some places those evenly spaced microderm holes. Okay. And so it hasn't rejuvenated itself. So yeah. Now, that's not how everybody reacts to it, but if you've got dermographitis, dermographidia, derma, whatever, or any kind of skin issues, that's what can happen. But they gave me my money back, so that was good.
Wow.
They changed their protocol for how they do intake on it. Now you have to fill in a form and they go through your medical history because yeah, they don't want to be
I
giving people their
guess not. Okay, I'm not moving my mouth very much because you're not supposed to move your mouth very much while this is taking its effect. Otherwise, you're going to just keep making wrinkles. I don't know. I don't see any difference. Oh, maybe a little one. You
Well,
know,
the other thing that you and I do is we take collagen, ingest collagen.
yes,
Uh, I do
huge.
I do believe that works. Yeah,
Huge, huge. And my nails, oh, that's huge. My nails used to break all the time and flake and break. And my hair, which I have very fine hair and I have less of it than I used to for sure. But I was starting to get like a bald patch. And when I
mm,
start that, yeah. Oh, and now, and I couldn't, you try and blow your hair in a certain way. It didn't matter. There wasn't enough. So now, since the collagen, it's much less noticeable. It's
that's good.
way better. So, I'll never have that head of hair that I would love to have, or even that I had when I was
I'm
younger.
pretty lucky. I mean, I have had some thinning, but my hair is still pretty
You
darn
got
thick.
lots of good hair. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm about that.
No, so
It's vanished from other parts of my body, but it's still on.
it's interesting too. Like, I was listening to the podcast Wiser Than Me, which I really love. With Julia Louis
Yeah.
Dreyfus interviewing older women who are wiser. And her first interview is with Jane Fonda, and Jane Fonda has had lots of work done. And she says she wishes she hadn't, and she wishes she had been strong enough to stand up against all the pressures that she felt. And she
Yeah.
doesn't, and it's sort of like, wow, because there's so much pressure on us to look a certain way. I
Yeah.
mean, and I think however people want to do it, it's awesome. If you want to, like the different, you're coloring your hair, and I'm not anymore. I did for a long time, and it's just that's a choice. What feels good, and it's also, you know,
But
I
if I
love.
had your color of hair, I would let my hair go like that. But honestly, my roots, I look like a rat. It's rat colored hair up there. It's not pretty. It's
But you
it's
know what? The thing is, you can't tell on just a little bit. And it was so I'm a natural like brunette, like black, just off black hair with blue eyes. And as I got older, my hairdresser insisted on giving me highlights because she said it's too harsh against your skin. I can see that, you know. And so she highlighted it until I was pretty much blonde. And then I just was coloring it myself blonde because I'm frugal. Um, and once it wasn't needing highlighting anymore. So then I was blonde for quite a while. And then in COVID, or maybe it was anyway, whenever it was, I was thinking all those young women who are have that pearly gray that they're dyeing their hair. I was like, oh, that would be so cool. And it would let me see. And I did it and my hair went purple, which
no.
I quite enjoyed, but I just let it wear out and this is what I came up with. And I also am fortunate. I have younger sisters who never colored their hair. My sisters barely wear make. They're awesome. Like they are just boom and they're gorgeous. But I hated how their hair looked for the longest time. I hated it. And so it was like and and then it was like at that one time I saw them and it was like, oh, it switched over. It switched over from being that salt and pepper all the time to being more white. And it's like, okay, I'm 4 years older. My hair is probably even more white. And that's when I went. But honestly, I don't think you can tell because your roots always just look
I
hard,
don't know.
right?
I don't know. I'm not at the point where I'm willing to do that yet because I don't want to. Um,
And I think that's absolutely valid. And I think that's absolutely valid until you're 150, you know?
but my mother was 66 when she died, so a year younger than me, and she had no gray hair, none whatsoever.
Wow.
Yeah, brown hair. Eva, who's my sister Eva, who's 10 years younger than me, she has no gray hair whatsoever. So, and my other sister, I'm not sure. She is a blonde, a natural blonde. So, hard to say, but so our family does go. I think it's easier if you go gray when you're young because then you still look young. But I don't, with an older face and gray hair, I don't know if I want to yet. When it starts to look stupid, and I told my hairdresser, when I start to look stupid, we're doing it. We're cutting the hair and we're not dyeing it anymore. But, up until that point. And the problem with a lot of these, the Hollywood actresses, they have destroyed their faces with their with all the cosmetic surgery and all the other like the one thing about what the stuff that I do is it's not permanent. Like if
Yeah.
once Botox wears off, that's it. It's gone. Like the Juvederm, that's all gone. Those things no longer exist in my face,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
why you have to keep doing them. But surgery, that's another matter entirely. And I just am not willing, and considering how badly I react to sedation, because
Oh God.
I had a horrible week last week. I had a colonoscopy that did not go well. And I had a horrible, horrible vertigo as a result of sedation. So that makes me even more reluctant to do anything that requires medical intervention.
Yeah.
Fortunately, colonoscopy. So yay.
Ugh, yeah.
Feel like I'm in the
Okay, I
sun.
don't think there's very much difference between the side that has the stuff on it and the side that doesn't. A little bit, but I would say save your money.
Yeah, keep your skin hydrated. I think keeping your skin hydrated. Now, my Medi Spa lady, she's launching a line of skincare products. So she, we might be able to get her on here to talk about them because she's got like 25, 30 years of doing skincare and she's fantastic.
Yeah.
Uh, so, that might be something without promoting it, without anything. There's no financial benefit to us whatsoever for talking about any of this stuff. We're just, here to provide information. And you've said it before. This is just a conversation between two friends. We're just talking about stuff that we would talk about if we were having coffee or a glass of
Yeah.
wine or sitting. These
Yeah.
are the conversations we have.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's important because I think it's important for women to share information, and you always learn something new,
I
always.
will say that I think that what you're putting on your skin needs to be as clean and as non-toxic as you can get because the skin is the body's largest organ. And so what you're putting on your skin, you are absorbing into your body.
Oh yeah.
And you don't want to be absorbing toxins and chemicals in your makeup if you can avoid it. And it used to be, I mean, I remember when I was acting and I had the makeup lesson on how to apply stage makeup, which oh my God, that stuff was so thick in the day. But then there were like the follow-up things, and it was like, well, don't use this brand because it's very popular, it's very cheap, and it's full of shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but it's full of stuff that look when you read all those multisyllabic, you really need to be careful because some of those multisyllabic words and ingredients are simply the chemical breakdown of something healthy, like say rose water. Okay, but I don't know if that's a real thing, but oh, your dog just jumped up behind. The
Yeah.
it's like the if you're going to use stuff, try to spend a little bit of extra money on getting healthier, like more pure as you can afford it, as you can do it. So I will spend, for example, more on my foundation, and I'm more careful about what foundation I use. And because of my red nose, I tend to wear foundation when I'm going out to um, an event or dinner or choir or not necessarily choir, but just going out somewhere, I tend to wear makeup like my face as opposed to um, not. So I want to have, and because I've got that red nose, that I think it must be rosacea, undiagnosed. Um, and the little spot over here, which the foundation will cover. So that I will spend a little bit more money on. Eyeshadow, which I wear not a lot. Um, and I don't put a lot of it on. So it can be okay, well, I can get something that's not as expensive, but I try really hard to watch the ingredients of what I'm putting on my skin because it's going into my body.
Exactly, exactly. So, and I mean, it's like anything you're digesting, whether it's food, whether it's alcohol, whether it's coffee, whatever I don't drink pop for that reason because I think it's just all chemical crap. Um,
It
you know,
is. I'm with you on that one.
yeah,
Um,
I just drink water too. So, yeah, so really, really important that we are taking good care of our skin. And I mean, I do wear gobs of makeup. I love it. I'm a makeup junkie. I'm made up. I'm a little bit more made up than I would be during the day because I am going to an event tonight, sort of formal event, and I just kind of wanted to test drive my makeup to make sure that it was going to work.
which is
And
so cool. I love the idea that you're test driving your makeup. I wanted to address the thing about the neck, because even there's Nora Ephron wrote a book, Sorry About My Neck, or about what something, and it's like no matter what you do anywhere, they haven't found a way to deal with the neck. And so I have a friend, and I don't know if she does it on for this reason or not, but it's like her trademark is she always wears a scarf. And so she always has this going on.
Mm.
somehow or other. And I thought, oh, so I grabbed a couple from my closet. I love scarves. I don't remember to wear them. I don't wear them with as much elan, is that the word, as my girlfriend does. She just, um, so I'm trying want to see the difference between putting a dark one and putting a light one
I don't think
against
it makes
my
a difference.
skin. So,
Scarf works great.
right? So
Let's
that's
do
about what you can do.
turtlenecks.
And turtlenecks
Yeah.
and cowlnecks.
Well, turtlenecks, those were, I don't know if you remember back in the 60s, and I actually posted a clip. I think it might have been on our Facebook page. I can't remember. But women in the 60s and 70s used to do facial exercises. And the thought was that, and I remember my mom, like, she would go, "Ee, ee," like,
Facial
"Ee."
yoga, it's still a thing. It's
I
still a thing.
well, I don't believe it works. I think it's absolute nonsense to try and do that. It's not going to do any good.
I don't know which you like better, the light or the dark.
I think both the scarves are pretty. With what you're wearing, I like the light one, the
Yeah, I mean,
butterflies.
yeah, and but I was thinking against my skin. Both of them work against my skin.
Yeah,
Like neither one makes me look, because sometimes you got to watch what colors you're wearing because it sometimes colors will drag you down. And I
yeah.
mean, I think you used to actually do colors, right, for people?
No, no, but I
Another
no,
friend.
but I also think that you can adjust if you want to wear a certain color and that's not considered to be your color, you can adjust your makeup accordingly. And I think that will make a difference. So
That's
I
interesting.
don't wear the same color of eyeshadow, let's say. So I'm wearing green pants. So normally I would be wearing kind of a mossy green eyeshadow, which almost looks like a non-color with this outfit, right? But today I'm not. I got dark brown on or something like that. So I will adjust. So if I'm wearing purples, I tend to wear more purpley kind of makeups. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Um,
interesting. I
yeah,
don't
so
do that.
that's
I have one makeup basically that I do, which I can darken. So I'll do like it's like a pale pink,
yeah.
a medium brown, and then a little bit of highlight, and then I can darken. I can do eyeliner. Do you wear fake eyelashes?
No, but I have eyeliner on. I don't look good in pinks that are on the blue side. I look better in pinks that are on the warm side. I look better in gold, like goldy colors.
You're
I
an
have
autumn, spring, and I'm a winter, fall.
yeah. Um, Yeah, and I'm pretty autumny. I'm not really and I like I look better in peachy colors than I do in
Yep.
pinky colors. I look
Yep.
better. But I can wear black eyeshadow. But fortunately, because I've got sort of whatever what you want to call my features, I can wear a lot of makeup. Like I can put on a lot of eye makeup and it doesn't look weird. Whereas some people with more delicate features, it would be overwhelming to do that.
It's fun to have makeup done, right? I haven't done that for a while, but it used to be a thing, you'd be I don't know where I found the time. I think it was my time out was I would be at the mall and they would, they would do you the facial thing, and do your makeup and then of course you'd be supposed to buy some stuff, which, you'd usually do something anyway. But I haven't done that for a long time. But
I
that
think
was
it's
really
doing. I think it's worth doing, especially as we're getting older. Oh, I'm getting light reflected on my glasses here. As we're getting older, because you do change. Your face changes. I don't look the same as I did when I was 20. Neither do you.
no.
So I think we do have to change some of our practices. So
Yeah.
I don't wear powdered blush anymore. I wear a blush from a brand called Merit. And again, we're not promoting any product here. I'm just telling you what I. But Merit is amazing. And unfortunately, it's from the States. But and right now we have a postal strike going on. But in any case, it's um it's a cream blush. It's so good that my friends are using it and my esthetician is using it now. And it is the most amazing blush that I've ever seen because it always looks natural. It doesn't look gaudy. You only need a dab. It lasts forever.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic product line. If you want minimal makeup, check their product out. And the first time you place an order, you get a free makeup bag. So that's really cool too.
Ooh, tree
Yeah,
stuff's
so
always fun, right? I think that it's really good um, to do what's fun. I used to play a lot more with color, and I
yeah.
haven't done that for a while. And I think it's just, well, partly I got busy, and I play in other places. But I'm thinking, gosh, I've got all those different colors. Maybe I should start trying something different for a while. I used to wear blues and greens and
Why that. I mean, to me, yeah, see, and thank you. That I guess that's the other piece of the what why I put makeup on every day is because I like to play. It's part of a artistic kind of an expression. I'm a creative type of person. I want I'm playing, I'm having fun
Yeah.
doing it. And it's not desperation makeup. It's makeup because
Love.
I'm having fun with it,
Yeah.
the same thing with choosing what jewelry I'm going to wear that day, what outfit I'm going to wear that day. I rarely just throw something on. That just rarely happens. I usually curate what I'm going to wear, my jewelry to go with it because I have it and I can't take it with me. I'm not going to be here forever. So I might as well use what I
Let's
have.
enjoy. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
let's enjoy and celebrate yourself. It's part of celebrating yourself.
One thing about, and this is probably the same with cream blush, but so when you put blush on, you smile, right? And you put it on. But it activates those muscles that activate the feeling better that goes on inside of you. And so even when you're feeling glum, like when I'm having a bad day and I'm putting on my makeup and I'm like, smile, but it still lifts you. It's a biophysical chemical thing.
It does. So what is it they used to say something about your face telling your brain what to do? I don't know. The other thing too is I wear perfume every day. I put
I
perfume.
used to. I had signature scents. Like my one friend says, I always put you together with Muguet de Bois, like the Lily of the Valley perfume from high school. And but then everyone got so fragrance sensitive, and it was like, and there are some fragrances that actually do make me sick to my stomach.
I
Like,
cannot tolerate. There are certain ones I absolutely like opium. Oh my
oh, I think
God.
that's one of them. And it's like, and it's they can be really expensive perfumes, and someone doesn't even have to have over the top amounts of it on. And it literally, I feel so rude, but I've had to actually switch places at tables because I can't sit beside the person's perfume. And so because of that, I have stopped pretty much. I don't wear it very much anymore.
I wear it every day. Actually, I was because of the vertigo, it makes you very sensitive to light and to
Yeah.
sound and smell. And I was at the grocery store the other day, and there was a man in front of me, and his cologne, I literally had to move to the next aisle. I couldn't stand the smell. But I do have the problem with fragrance for me has been that I associate a smell or a scent. Sorry, it's fragrance is scent. It's not smell. I hate it when people say smell. I associate the scent with a decade of my life or a particular point in my life. So Angel perfume, when I became a vice president in Party Light, all the RVPs were wearing Angel. So if you were an RVP, you were wearing Angel. So I still I still wear it, and when I put it on, it reminds me of those times. Um, I Bob bought me, which is my absolute favorite fragrance. It's called La Vie est Belle. No, it's not. It's called Sexy Amber by Michael Kors, and I hardly ever wear it. I only wear it on special occasions because when I wear it, it reminds me of Bob. So I don't always want to trigger that response. But I wear a variety of different perfumes every single day, and my granddaughter, man, she just splashes it on like
See,
it's
and the
fun.
other thing for me is I can love a perfume and it doesn't react well with my body chemistry. It has
Yeah,
been one of the
exactly.
saddest
Yeah.
things in my life. I can't wear any of the Dior, like the Diorella, the Diorissimos. Like when I was younger and I wanted the florals, couldn't they just turned sour. And so for me, I have to like do the try on the fragrance
Yeah.
and I do almost every year go searching and I'll try one on and one on each wrist and then I'll give them an hour and it's like uh, and
Try the
it's so disappointing.
try the sexy. I cannot wear Chanel. I like the scent, but I am
I've
highly
never
allergic.
been able to wear Chanel either.
And the other one, so it's the sexy amber that I absolutely love. But Bob accidentally one Christmas bought me the sexy ruby, so part of that collection. When I put it on, it smells dirty. It like and not in a good way. It just smells. I
I
don't
loved Sung, the Alfred Sung.
wear it.
Alfred
Yeah.
Sung perfumes always smelled good on me. It must be
Yeah.
to do with the bottom notes or something. Um, and when I used to wear one that was frankincense and myrrh. I loved that deep, musky. but so yeah, fragrance, yeah, I think
I
I'm
like
gonna
Leea
start
now.
wearing it when I'm at home for sure because again, I have a lot of oils, like essential oils that I will dabble, and I'm partly for medicinal, but also partly um just because I like the smell, right? But then it's a lot of them have to be on a carrier, just in case you're wondering, people. Um, don't always dab just, because it
My
doesn't
mother
always.
used to put perfume on before she went to bed on it because the scent would help her. She liked the smell and the scent would help her fall asleep. So
I do that with essential oil. I put it on before I go to bed. Like I don't put it, I put it on where I can smell it.
yeah. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's so cool. I think oh, I know the other thing. Brushes. This one needs to get washed. See? You need to wash your brushes regularly because again, they're holding the crap. So, and it's not hard to wash them. Like a little bit of warm water and a little bit of your facial cleanser and just, wash it till it runs and then just let them air dry. It's really important and it's nicer to put it's nicer to put your makeup on with brushes than with your fingers.
Yeah, I like my finger. I like my
Well,
fingers,
I
except
do too, but I mean, in terms of the artist and the playing,
oh yeah, okay.
I've really gotten into that. So yeah,
No,
but
every
yeah,
2 weeks. I clean my brushes every 2 weeks. So yeah,
as
that's
one should. And this one is obviously due, but it's yeah, yeah, we have to do those things. So we've talked about moisturizing inside and out, collagen, particularly on the inside. I haven't had collagen shots. Have you ever
in
had
my face.
collagen shots?
No, I've had shot in my face, collagen
Yeah, you've
shot.
had the collagen. Okay, yeah.
My own collagen.
Right,
They
that's right,
take
your own
yeah,
collagen.
they take your blood, they take a vial of blood, they centrifuge it down, and then they shoot it right into you. I like it, but it's painful. So you gotta. That did not enjoy having it under my eyes, man. That just oh
Oh,
oh.
well, I
um,
don't I don't like how my eyes look with my no glasses. I noticed that they look so small to me with no glasses and no makeup.
yeah, I
So
hate
that's weird, right?
glasses.
So if I do often don't have to wear glasses and then but I have to wear makeup then. It's
Well, I
funny, eh?
think we've actually chatted
We've
for about
talked. Oh my goodness. Too much
four
fun.
minutes, so it's a little bit longer one than we normally do, but that's okay.
But it's so much lighter than last time. We hope you've enjoyed this one.
Wrap this up now. So,
All right. Well, we'll see you
yeah,
soon.
we will see you
And
soon.
thank you everybody for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you identify as a woman, please join our Facebook group, Wise and Wicked Crones,
And tell your friends.
and enjoy and have a wonderful, wonderful time until we see you again. Okay. Ciao.